Plans start at $9.99 a month, and now you can get 10% off. Go to lifelock.com and use promo code NEWS.
The WABC radio app gets you all the New York radio you can handle. New York's biggest voices, New York's legendary voices, owning New York's biggest topics. Up-to-the-minute tri-state traffic and weather reports you can rely on. Share the shows easily on the WABC radio app, the one place for the WABC shows you missed. Podcasts updated relentlessly. All the hosts, all the shows, one app. Get the WABC radio app right now. WABCRadio.com.
Geraldo here, and today I'm telling you about 77 WABC's third annual Auto and Fall Family Festival at Overpeck Park in Ridgefield Park, New Jersey, Saturday, October 24th, from 11 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon. It'll be a day of fun for the whole family. We'll have everything related to cars and fall activities, including pumpkin carving, hay rides, food, prizes, and more. Love your ride? Show it off for a chance to take home the grand prize. Find all the details and register your car in our auto show at WABCRadio.com.
77 WABC.
The following program does not necessarily reflect the views of WABC Radio.
Hey girl, what's up? I know, it's 1 a.m., so what are we doing? Oh yeah, let's totally go to that place. I love that place. Wait a minute. What is that? No, shut up for a second. There's like a light in the sky or a bird or something. Oh no, oh my god, it's getting closer. Oh my god, it's gonna hit me. Ah! It's an angel. Really? Oh my god, it's Frankie Russo. Yep, it's Frankie. I know, I thought he was a janitor at the local boxing gym too.
I guess you're half right. What's up, girl? Oh no! I did it again! I messed up my coordinate system!
Hey guys, it's the Frankie Russo Show, and here's Frankie.
Yeah, how you doing? Welcome to RussoNation.tv, home of America's Team.today. And guess what? This is yours truly, Frankie Russo. Woo! Got a great show for you tonight. Great show. Special shout out. My team, the New York Yankees, are in the playoffs.
Yankees win.
That's what I'm talking about.
Win.
And they guarded 10,000 victories. You better watch out. The Yankees are coming. You better believe it. All my friends are talking about the Mets. Watch the Yankees. I'm telling you. You better watch the Yankees. 800-848-9222. This is the Frankie Russo Show. I got social media, Twitter, Frankie Russo 1, Facebook, Frankie Russo 44.3. Send me a shout out, a message, or tell me what you're thinking. You know what I'm talking about? Live, because I'll shout it out live. That's what I'm talking about. Live internet stream. We're working on it. It looks pretty good. The audio's flying in. Facebook.com/Frankie Russo Show. Frankie Russo video YouTube channel. You got to tell your friends. I got so many shows on there. It's crazy. And I got the new Frankie Russo initiative. Join America's Team and get a t-shirt with 77 WABC's Love Me, Hate Me Kid from Brooklyn, Frankie Russo. Discounted membership fees with t-shirts. Discounted merchandise and events with interesting news and updates. Join America's Team with 77 WABC's Frankie Russo. Now hold up too. I want you to go to RussoNation.tv, join America's Team and get a t-shirt. I can't announce, I'm close to announcing the mission of America's Team. I can only reveal, like I did last week, I'm just waiting to get clearance from all the professionals. It's going to be for the men and women of the armed forces. the United States Armed Forces, men and women of the United States Armed Forces, 800-848-9222. And the Frankie Russo Prep Show, I did my 84th show. Sorry about the audio. Yo, I work on that thing. I come in early, 10:30, 11, quarter to 11. I work on that thing for an hour. Everything's looking good. The audio's not flying in. So this is what I'm going to do. After 2:30, 2:32, I'm going to come back and do another one. Hopefully it works. I'm going to do the best that I can. I get my computers. They check them out. Who knows? 800-848-9222. This is the Frankie Russo Show. So before we kick to the calls, I just got to say, we're getting real tonight. We are. Breaking news this week. Russia drops bombs in Syria near location not controlled by Islamic State. Why am I not shocked? You know? Why am I not shocked? That's what I'm talking about. Why am I not shocked? Let me tell you, okay? This is what I got for you. This is what Frankie Russo got for you, okay? The United States Department of the Treasury released a statement designating the Iranian Ministry of Intelligence and Security, MOIS, as a supporter of international terrorist organizations. Really, Frankie Russo? Well, this is statistically significant because according to this article by the Jerusalem Center for Public Affairs, Pinhas Inbari, June 2014, the United States Department of Treasury went on to say, it was published in 2012, specifically stated that the Sunni Al-Qaeda in Iraq was provided with money and weapons by the Iranian ministry. Woo! Really? Why am I not shocked? So what are you saying, Frankie Russo? What are you saying? You know, ISIS, right? ISIS. ISIS is everywhere. ISIS. We got to get ISIS. ISIS. Iraq. Al-Qaeda in Iraq is the beginning, according to all intelligence, of being ISIS. And who's supporting ISIS? Who's giving them money and weapons? Iran! and the web that we weave for those of us who we are going to deceive. So Iran is behind this whole thing. Iran. Obama goes, yeah, you know, we got to stop Assad. He goes to Russia. You got to help us stop ISIS. Yeah, ISIS is an Iranian surrogate. Yeah, and like Obama really wants that. Obama wants to do an Iranian nuke deal, so he's going to tell, you know, he's going to Iran. He said, listen, we got to drop bombs on Assad. Yeah, Iran's giving friggin' Assad 6 to 15 billion based on Washington Free Beacon, Congressional Research Service, you know, yeah, and Russia's putting military tanks with Assad, military base. Russia's giving weapons and money to Assad, right? Then ISIS, Washington Post. This, according to this article, the Jerusalem Center for Public Affairs, 2 leading American analysts just wrote in the Washington Post, the non-jihadist Syrian opposition insists ISIS is a creation of Iran. So here's the question. Since ISIS is a creation of Iran, not the United States, who is Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, John Kerry, Bill Clinton? They are agents of Iran. They are agents of Iran. Unbelievable stuff. 800-848-9222. We're going to kick to some calls. We'll go to Joey in Toms River. What's up, Joey?
Hello, Frankie. Good evening. Thanks for taking the call. Listen, you're absolutely right. They are agents of Iran. And, I don't understand. If we were being invaded by some Martians from another planet, the world would defend itself. This is like the world is being attacked by Iran and its counterparts, and nobody's taking on these people that are going to destroy this world eventually if they can do it. I mean, Netanyahu the other day, the way he talked in front of that United Nations was so honest and so real.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, he was just the most wonderful person to listen to. And he was so truthful. That was the whole thing. And even when he stopped talking for them 44 seconds.
That was amazing. That really was. I agree with you.
Yeah, it was just totally, he flabbergasted everybody there.
Joey,
they just couldn't respond to
absolutely.
him.
But Joey, truth be told, right? The Obama administration can't identify these radical Islamists.
The truth will set you free. That's what it comes down to.
What happened?
The truth will set us
absolutely.
free.
But think about it, Joey, right? Obama can't identify these radical Islamists, can't call them, he's called them violent extremists. He holds Insta-Ball meetings in the White House, right? He's looking to hold another one. And now everybody in the mainstream press is talking about ISIS. ISIS.
As I said before on this show, this was all set up by Obama before he even got into
You're right.
War.
He sent letters to the Ayatollah Khomeini. You're right.
Absolutely. That's where he got the money. Where can a junior senator get this kind of money that was in politics only for 18 months? Where did he get the money to win a presidency?
100%, Joey. Great point, man.
Right. Have a good day.
You too, my brother. Thank you so much for the call.
You're welcome.
800-848-9222. This is the Frankie Russo Show. ISIS. Everybody says ISIS. We got to get ISIS. It's Iran. Nobody wants to talk about Iran on television. Obama's, he wants to go after Assad. Yeah, right. He wants to go after Assad. He's got a freaking Iranian nuke deal. You think he gets that deal with Iran if he looks to whack Assad? Are you kidding me? They tried to do it with Benghazi. The air surface missiles, the Quds Force got sniffed of it, and they did that thing to our people, to Ambassador Christopher Stevens and the three Americans, Quds Force and General Soleimani, Kenneth Tillman, Washington Free Beacon. It's all, it's statistically significant. This is real stuff. You know what I mean? I don't get up here and talk about handshakes with Obama taking a handshake with Omar al-Bashir from Sudan. No. United States Treasury Department press release. Yeah, that's statistically significant. This is real stuff, people. We got to wake up over here. 800-840.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
Let's go to Felix in PA. What's poppin', Felix?
Good morning, Frankie.
What's up, my brother? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, my brother. You're the truck driver, right?
Yeah, I'm the truck driver. I told you about that Corker Carton thing.
Right. Yes, that was amazing. Thank you so much for that. You alerted me to that, and we talked about about that bill a little bit about last week, how the different publications pretty much agreed with what you were telling me, that this bill reduced the threshold for Obama to get this agreement binding was a lot less than if it was admitted as a treaty. If it was admitted as a treaty, according to all the experts, 67 votes he needed.
Exactly right. Well, that just shows the corruption in Washington.
It's unbelievable. I mean, you pointed out to me, and it was a great point, bro.
Enabled it. Now I want to tell you something I heard about the shooting out in Oregon. Now, this is one of your competition station, ABC. This morning on one of their shows, one of the hosts has a friend who's a nursing student out there, and they interviewed her.
Right.
24-year-old nursing student, and you can find it if you go on their, on their website to their radio show, Berman and Schmidt.
Right.
Anyway, she said actually that this was a case of a gun-free. This was enabled by a gun-free zone. She said that this was a small school, small town. More than half the students had guns, but they were locked in the cars or whatever because it's a gun-free zone, and the security guard was unarmed. So she basically had said that this was the result of it being a gun-free zone.
So Really?
Yep, and she said this on their show. They interviewed her.
I mean,
She's a
you know,
personal friend.
I'm for the Second Amendment, okay?
Yep.
I mean, you know, I don't know. Let's let all the facts come out on this, okay? Because quite frankly, my brother, he has a MySpace page, and on his MySpace page he has two friends. One friend was Mohammed Baba whatever, and he had all these pictures of all these jihadists on his page. Now I'm not saying that means that he was a Muslim convert or whatever. We don't know yet. So I don't want to jump to any conclusions about this thing. All I know is it was a horrific event. Once again, going after the Christians, unfortunately, and, you know, it's an unfortunate thing. So, you know, I hear going after Christians. I see a Muslim picture. Now, I'm not saying that you know, we have to get more data to support that contention. But, hey, you know, we've heard this before. But we've heard this thing before, bro, where they're whacking Christians and Allah, in the name of Allah Akbar, you know?
Yeah, exactly what he's saying. But the problem is that the mainstream media, you know, is getting out there and they're pushing, you know, their gun control shit. Pardon my French. You know, like Obama's pushing.
Yeah, I mean, Obama's pushing. Isn't that funny that he's pushing for gun control when he gives $150 billion to Iran?
All right, now let's get back to Iran. Now, this is really screwy. Think about this. A couple of years ago, they said they wanted to overthrow Assad, right?
Right.
Well, basically, the people, you know, said, no, we don't want to go into Syria, all right? Well, who sprang up next? ISIS. Okay, well, whose equipment do they actually have? They have our equipment. We enabled ISIS, basically.
No. You know what happened, bro? That's another Fugazi. ISIS is Iran.
Right.
Okay? ISIS, and all I believe it's statistically significant. According to the United States Treasury Department, this is like a press release from the United States Treasury Department. They're deeming that the MOIS, the Iranian Ministry of Intelligence and Security, the MOIS, is a supporter of international terrorist organizations, and they stated that the Sunni Al-Qaeda in Iraq, that's the mainstream beginning of ISIS, was provided with money and weapons by the Iranian ministry. So Iran is behind ISIS.
But we are also.
What?
That's the screwy
Well, we're behind ISIS because we support Iran.
Exactly right.
We support Syria. I never heard. This has never been our policy. I don't know. We're supporting terrorists that kill thousands of Americans. Their footprint in terror is so big, Iran. It goes back to the freaking whacking of Anwar Sadat, to the Beirut bombing, the hostages, and up forward to the Crowbar Towers, the embassies throughout Africa. I mean, the terrorism that this nation, Iran, has perpetrated on Americans and American allies has been horrific.
Well, look at what we've done now, though. This is totally amazing. I mean, we went into Iraq, okay? Now, Obama pulled us out of Iraq. What do we have? We have a big mess over there, okay? So then we go and kill Gaddafi. Now we have a big mess over there. And then they want to take out Assad. It seems like everybody that we take out over there creates only a bigger mess and creates more problems.
Well, Felix, that's a great point. Now, with Gaddafi, we take out Gaddafi, right? They got these air surface missiles that came out of this revolution in Libya, and they want to give it to the Syrian rebels to whack Assad. Guess who sniffs that out? The Quds Force, General Soleimani. They front, according to Kenneth Tillman and some other Washington Free Beacon, Ansar al-Sharia is fronted by the Quds Force, General Soleimani, the special forces of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard, and we have the unfortunate killing of Christopher Stevens and 3 other Americans. This is crazy. And we got the Obama administration calling it a video. They knew 10 days ahead of time of the terrorist attack. They call it a video. They call it Al-Qaeda. No. It's Iran. It's always been Iran. It'll always be Iran.
And the other speculation that had been out there was that the ambassador was actually engaged in trading arms over there, under the table.
Well, that was the arms were going to go to the Syrian rebels.
Right.
But the Quds Force guy got snuff of it. And according to all of the published, this is statistically significant. It hasn't gone through the official snuff test. I'm not going to lie. It hasn't gone through. I haven't heard anything from Trey Gowdy or anything like that. But people. This is like This is like investigator Kenneth Tillman. I mean, these people they do this for a living. They go over to Iraq. They go over to Syria. They get into all that intelligence. This is like crazy stuff, man. Felix, thank you for the call, my brother.
All right, Frank. Yeah, but it's amazing. Doesn't it just seem like things are being worked to tear this country apart?
It's crazy, my brother.
We got to get Donald Trump and more guys like him into office. I don't see how we're going to survive another year.
Absolutely, my brother. Thank you for the call, man.
All right, Frank. You have a good one.
God bless. 800-848-9222. This is the Pump the Trump, baby.
Hey, pump the Trump. Pump the Trump.
Woo!
Welcome to the boardroom.
Pump the Trump. Pump the Trump. Pump the Trump. Yo, Donald Trump, it is what it is. You can love him or hate him, but the game is all his. Critics say he's not presidential, but he's got the skills we all find essential. Cause man, our country's business is bruised and busted. Our currency's weak, these dudes can't be trusted. Our allies are mad, enemies locked and loaded. Don't be misinformed when it's your time for voting.
Wake up!
Pump the Trump.
Yeah, we gotta wake up, all right. We gotta pump the Trump, baby.
Wake up!
Let's kick to Donna in Long Island. What's Papa Donna?
Hi, Frankie. How you doing, cutie?
What's going on, girl? How's everything?
I have a question for you.
Sure.
Okay. Now, maybe you can explain this to me. Why is Vladimir Putin butting up with Iran when there's millions of Christians in Russia under Russian Orthodox Church?
Well, the Putin element, I've yet to wrap my hands around. I mean, there's like things in the mainstream media, from television to the airwaves, claiming that Putin's involved with Syria, with with Iran, and the whole thing to show the influence, to become a major player in the Middle East. Which I'm not saying it is
an end with Putin. What does he want to accomplish?
Well, he wants a sphere of influence. I'm assuming. I quite frankly, the Putin element, I haven't yet got my. I just know one thing. What do I know though? I know that Iran gives Syria between 3.5 to 15 billion. I know that they give them weapons as well. I know Russia has a military base in Syria. Russia gives weapons and money to Syria, right? So
and Iran.
Well, Iran, Iran is, people don't understand. Putin wants to bring Russia back to the superpower, I'm assuming, but Iran is a big. Now with this Iranian nuke deal, they're going to be huge. They're getting $150 billion from this Iranian nuke deal. No sanctions. They're going to be able to do what they want, pretty much, because they've been cheaters all these years. So what's to say that all of a sudden they're going to become good players? Are you kidding me over here? So I mean, this is like crazy stuff. So,
the Russians are going to be big players.
Well, Putin wants to, because Russia has economic issues. So Putin is trying to bring Russia back into the. I'm assuming. I don't know yet. I believe, honestly, and I said this on my pre-show, but unfortunately the audio didn't work out for me. But I think,
as you can see, I'm very confused because Iran really is like against all Christianity throughout the world. So what's going to stop them from retaliating against Putin at their very first chance that they get?
I don't think, in all honesty, Iran, Russia, and Syria they're the axis over there, and quite frankly, they're
aiming towards us, right?
Well,
and
the problem
Israel?
here's the problem. Israel, right? Israel is our ally. Israel has been our ally until we have this new administration, obviously. So he'll prop it up. We gave money to Israel. We did the Iron Shield for Israel. Israel's our partner. We're all in the family. This is all a family. Are you kidding me? Come on. They're getting $150 billion, Iran. We could still be sanctioning them. Sanctions don't work? Okay. Wallace questioned Senator Barrasso. I saw it on national television. It all was in front of the senator. I saw everything. And it doesn't, sanctions don't stop the centrifuges. The centrifuges went up. So, in all intents and purposes, if the centrifuges go up, that means according to it's my understanding, that it'll enable the nuclear capability, Iran to become nuclear capable.
It just seems to me that Iran wants to take over the entire Middle East using Russia to do so.
That's the whole point. So
Understand
something. Iran is they're already doing this, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Because you got Syria.
What's Putin being so stupid about?
You got Iraq.
He's an idiot.
Look at Al Qaeda Iraq. Al Qaeda in Iraq. That's ISIS, right?
Yeah.
United States Treasury Department is claiming that ISIS, that Iran, the MOIS, the Iranian Ministry of Intelligence and Security, MOIS, is giving money and weapons to ISIS. So, in all intents and purposes, when a country's giving millions of dollars and weapons to another country, that is in my world, that's a surrogate. So ISIS is becoming an Iranian surrogate, as Al Qaeda, Iran connection, Hezbollah, Iran connection, Afghan Taliban, Iran connection, and the other one is the Hamas Iran connection.
It just seems like a crazy triangle to me. That's getting
I agree. And the Putin element, I'm still trying to wrap my hands around it. I'd love to hear somebody's opinion on that. Thank you for the call, Donna.
You know what Putin's all about? He's the old Yul Brynner. He thinks, that he could walk anywhere and people are going to drop at his feet.
Well, whatever. I mean, the truth be told, you're probably right. But hey, this is America. We got to look out for the American interests. And I don't know. I don't see where this is. This is all we're getting from mainstream media and everybody else is a bunch of lies. Thank you for the call, Donna.
All right. Take care.
800-848-9222. I'm going to kick to Paul in Queens. What's poppin', Paulie?
Hey, Mr. Russo, let me talk to you about something quick. My descent is of Russian heritage.
Okay.
My grandfather left 1918 whenever my father was born here, American. I'm American. They left the communists. The communists are scumbag, thieves, thugs, organized crime. That's what they were born as. There is no political system. It's just a power system. When the wall fell, Clinton was asleep. Putin went to bed whenever all these other communists became capitalists. And the guys who started making money, if you notice, they all got thrown in jail and Putin came to power. He's running the whole thing.
So what do you think about this? Why is Putin in Syria? Is it just for to become a major player in the Middle East geopolitical world?
I got one thing to say about that, and I want to make one other comment.
Okay.
I think the Iranians are pushing the Russians into war with America. Think about it.
Okay.
If they did the opposite of what America did when Iraq and Iran fought, they said, well, you know what, let these two guys fight it out. What happens if Iran's telling the Russians, go ahead, help us out? Hey, he's telling Obama, hey, go help us out. So what's the strategy if America and Russia go into war and then Iran and all these Muslims take over right after there's a war?
Well, it's funny you said that because I forgot what something happened in Israel. Hamas, the Palestinian Authority, because I was watching an interview by what's her name from Fox on the record with
Greta.
Greta, right?
Yeah.
I was watching that show and Netanyahu was on there and he mentioned that the Palestinian Authority. Not the Palestinian Authority, but Hamas, who has a cooperative agreement with the Palestinian Authority government. So Hamas is a terrorist entity deemed by United States National Counterterrorism website. It's right there. Right. Hamas is the Palestinian branch of Muslim Brotherhood. They're terrorists, and they killed like an Israeli couple. And he was talking about how horrific it was. They left like 3 kids. So maybe that's an incident to conceivably incite something else. I don't know. Conceivably, it's possible. So I mean, maybe you're right.
Hezbollah is throwing rockets from Syria now. I heard it like a few days ago.
Right. So they drop bombs on. See, they drop bombs on non-ISIS places. ISIS isn't there. They drop bombs on the Syrian rebels that are supposedly fighting Assad. I just don't believe this because this is why I have a problem with this whole thing.
It's like something from Homeland. You don't even know what the hell's going on.
Cooley, it's crazy because when I just don't believe it because Obama's trying to get a deal with Iran, this Iranian nuke deal, right? So he's not going to tell Iran, listen, Iran.
Yeah.
He's not going to tell Iran, listen, I want to freaking drop a bomb on. I want to get rid of Assad. Assad is Iran. It doesn't make sense. This whole scenario just doesn't make sense.
I know you got 1,000 calls, so I want to make it.
Paul, I got to go, my brother. I'm sorry. Thank you.
All right, you got it.
Thank you. 800-848-9222. This is the Frankie Russo Show. I'm going to kick to Daniel in New Jersey. I can't get the location. McCutcheon, New Jersey. Sorry. It's 1:35 in the morning. I can't.
That's all right, Frankie. McCutcheon, Edison, New Jersey.
You got it, my brother.
Yeah, I've been, there are a number of things I had to talk about, but the thing that was important, we talked about it last week, boxing gloves for guns, getting these gangbangers in some of our major cities to turn the guns for boxing gloves and get in the ring and go one-on-one. If we can get George Foreman behind that thing.
That would be great. That's a great idea.
So many black lives. But now, not to jump so much from that, with this gun thing, all the key politicians jump up and talk about gun control. Let me tell you, the reason I am working hard to help Donald Trump get elected.
Sounds good to me, my brother.
He's inspirational.
Absolutely, I agree.
People are so depressed and so sad. There's nowhere to turn where we can look up and say, I feel good about America. With Donald Trump, people are feeling good.
Absolutely.
And that's what we need. And, we're supposed to bring in now, this government, our government wants to bring in 200,000 Syrians. They want to bring in people south of the border. Fine and wonderful. But you know something, Frankie? For hundreds of years, the black folk in America keep getting pushed back and back and back. Not much changes. And I got to tell you, black folk in America helped make America great.
Absolutely, my brother. It's unfortunate. It's not about race. It's about the human race. And it's unfortunate that, hey, listen, I'm a humanitarian. Everybody that calls this onto the show, we're all humanitarians. But America comes first. We got to take care of the American citizens, no?
Well, the black folk up in South Orange, New Jersey, are hoping for Donald Trump.
Wow, that's
they
amazing.
Want someone to believe in.
That's amazing.
And I've been up there, and my Aunt Tawanda, she's up there. They're pumping. They're excited. And, they say... I've been listening to them. They're talking to me. 90% of the black folk always go Democratic. Not anymore. It's changing.
It sounds good to me, my brother.
Right
sounds
now,
good to
25% are going for Donald Trump, and we need more. We need to fix our home racial problem first before we can really be effective.
Well, quite frankly, racial problems, unfortunately, we have to just we got to take care of business over here. When I talk about Americans, I'm not just talking about white Americans. I talk about black Americans, Latin Americans, Asian Americans, all Americans. We all got to stick together here. But unfortunately, with the media and the press and everything, racism, it's everywhere. But it's unfortunate. But we still have to keep going, and it's an unfortunate thing. But hey, we've come a long way.
But there's not a cure-all. But with
we've
you
come
out there,
my brother. In all due respect, we've come a long way. I'm not saying that it was bad. It was very really bad. In the 50s, the 60s, very bad. But we've come a long way. So why can't we just grow on it? Why do we got to keep going back, my brother? Thank you for the call.
Absolutely.
800-848-9222. I'm almost 20 minutes to go. I'm gonna kick to Rick in Yonkers. What's poppin', Rick?
How you doing, Frank?
What's up, my brother? I know you're a Mets fan. You must be happy.
Yeah, I'm very happy. But the Yankees got in too.
Yeah, but we're gonna go further.
I hope. I don't know.
Yeah, everybody comes to Frankie Russo. Oh, the Mets, the Yankees. I get it. I've been getting it every day.
But we don't get it as much as you do.
Oh my God, bro! You don't know.
Yankees are always in it.
Yeah, but the truth be told, the Mets. In all due respect, those starters are not stretched, kid. They don't. DeGrom, let me give you an idea. DeGrom, right? DeGrom's a great pitcher, right? Everybody says that, and he's got a lot of potential.
He's got hair like me too.
He's got a lot of potential, right? How old is he? He's 27 years old.
Yeah.
Do you know how old Clayton Kershaw is, the pitcher from the Dodgers?
I don't know.
He's 27 years old.
Well, he's got a long way to go too.
Do you know how many Cy Young awards he won?
4.
He's won 3. And he's won 3 Cy Young Awards, and he was a runner-up. The last 4 Cy Young Awards, he was 3 and a runner-up.
You want the Mets to lose, don't you?
No, I don't care. Honestly, I'm a Yankee fan first.
Where'd that come from?
Yankees win.
But Rick, in all due respect, I get Met fans telling me the Mets got the best pitcher in baseball.
I think
mean,
they do. I think they do.
you
really.
think they do?
Yeah.
Let's say this. They got a lot of potential. I give you that. I would love to have Matt Harvey.
You know what-
These guys ain't stretched out. The
All right,
Yankees are built for the playoffs, you know.
All right, Bartolo Colon is just like that guy on the Yankees.
Bartolo Colon, CC Sabathia?
Yeah, he's just like him.
Yeah,
He's
but
a
Bartolo
veteran,
Colon, he's not what he was. Bartolo
Look at the
Colon was a
games he
stud at Cleveland.
But look at the games he pitches sometimes. You gotta give him a little credit.
Oh, absolutely. He's how old is he? 40
I get-
plus years old, right?
Yeah, and I give Sebastian the same thing.
Yeah, but understand something. The Met fans are taking these guys. They're good. The Mets got a good team. They could beat the Dodgers. I'm not saying they can't win. I'm not saying they can't. I'm not saying that at all. But when the Met fans tell me they got the best pitcher in baseball, which is not true, they got the best team in baseball, which is not true. Because usually the best team, sometimes the best team doesn't always win anyway.
Yeah, but you know what? It's funny because the guy brought it up the other day. The Mets beat the Dodgers all year long.
Yeah, and then they
couldn't
couldn't
beat
beat
the playoffs. They got killed.
Yeah, and they couldn't beat the Cubs and the Pirates in the regular season, right? So who knows what's going to happen now? You know, baseball's a funny sport. You know, look at the Yankees. The Yankees like limped in, right? Watch the Yankees put it together and kill them in the playoffs. I'm telling you.
Yankees win.
That's what I'm talking about, Johnny Sterling. Hey,
Yankees win.
Hey, we
The
got
Mets win.
Yankees
The
win.
Mets win.
Yankees win.
Hey, give
Look
him
at
a
a long
beer.
line drive. It's the best.
You want a
Never
beer? We'll
mind,
give the
never
Met
mind.
fan a beer.
Frank, I really want to talk about something else.
Okay, we want to talk about it.
I want to talk about Russia.
Yeah, I'd love to hear your opinion. So what's Putin up to?
I think Russia is serious.
Okay,
I
go
think
ahead.
Russia's looking at our country as being bastardized.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Bastardized. That means we're getting sick. This country's becoming weird. In my opinion, this is my opinion. Frank.
Okay, you're entitled to your opinion, my bro.
Oh, now I'm going to get the music. But it is becoming weird. Come on, Frank. I grew up in a different world.
I know.
Maybe I grew up in the Twilight Zone. Right? You hear that next? I hear. Come on, let's hear that now. You know. But Frank, the world was different when I was growing up.
I know, bro.
I mean, I'm serious.
The world has evolved,
and
absolutely.
it saddens me.
We don't know
Yeah.
who's who anymore. We
If
really
my
don't.
if my mother was still alive, she'd be crying every day.
I know.
My mother loved this country.
Love this nation. Great nation.
And my father used to march in the Veterans Day Parade. So he was a proud Marine.
Wow,
You know?
God bless. For the grace of God,
he
God
fought
bless.
in
That's a beautiful thing. Hey, you know, I just got a tweet from, not to get off the
Hope you
subject.
ain't making fun of that.
No, I'm not. I'm sorry. Are you crazy? This is Frankie Russo, bro. I honor the men and women of the United States Armed Forces, bro.
I still got my father's jacket.
God bless you. Not to get off the subject, though. I just want to, just to keep things on the even keel.
Yeah.
I got a tweet from the master called my brother Romano from Chicago.
Yeah.
He's claiming that the Cubs swept the Mets this year, Frankie.
Yeah, they did.
They did,
So
huh?
did the Pirates.
Wow.
So did the Pirates.
Wow. So what do you think about Putin? You know, I got this other email from Bill. He says if Putin could stop the refugee crisis, the killing of the Christian, and he says he's with Putin.
But
I don't know.
Obama's
I'm not
against
with Putin. What's that?
Obama's against Putin.
I don't know. I don't believe it.
Do you believe Putin wants all the Christians crucified and killed and raped and murdered?
I
don't
just
think
no.
so.
I believe Putin's for Russia. So he wants whatever is possible to make Russia better, make Russia stronger economically, geopolitically. Absolutely.
Well, he's the leader of their country.
Right,
He should
right,
think that
absolutely. I just don't know. I don't believe, in all honesty, that I don't believe in the obvious. The obvious is that Obama and Putin, in the public arena anyway, they're adversarial. Is that the right word?
Oh, definitely, no doubt about that.
I don't know, man. Because I look at Obama differently. Obama to me is a Muslim from Indonesia. Barry Soetoro, he's an illegal president, based on Sheriff Joe and the Cole Posse. So I don't understand. And this thing with Syria, you know, we're gonna bomb. You know, we're going after Assad. It's a bunch of lies. He's not going after Assad.
Frank,
Come on, man.
The other day he had that press conference or whatever it was, and he said they're killing Muslims.
Hey.
Yeah, I mean,
there is this evidence about this Sunni Shia situation
but they're killing
conflict
Christians by the thousands.
In Syria, yes, they have. Yes.
Thousands.
Yes, hundreds of
We
thousands.
don't even know how many.
Hundreds of thousands.
By millions.
Right.
We don't even know.
It's true, right? We only know what everybody's telling us, which is probably been
probably almost like a million.
Yeah, it's like they're talking about this all the money we pumped into hundreds of millions of dollars to prop up the Syrian rebel and train them and give them money. We only got 4 or 5 fighters. I mean, it's this whole thing is.
You gotta remember too, Frankie.
What's that?
They got Chinese battleships right outside their area.
And that's another thing. We didn't even talk
Mike
about China.
Savage talked about that.
We're not even talking about China. That's a whole other dimension with their economy and what they're doing with the. I mean, it's just a whole thing, and that's another discussion. I just think keeping this thing on the subject matter with Putin, I haven't yet got my hands around what Putin's trying to do here. I mean, I understand this global dominance thing. I don't know. I think there's more than
Frank,
that.
I really think that it's over. You know, I know you're thinking, oh, well, that's just another crazy caller, but I really think it's
Never.
over.
You're not crazy, bro. I'm a little whacked out, but you're not crazy.
Here comes the ding, ding.
So listen, before we go, you want a beer?
Do I want a beer?
Yeah, before we go, do you want a beer?
Are you offering me a beer,
Yeah,
Frank?
yeah. Yo, Brucey, could you give him a beer? Give the guy a beer.
Wait a minute. Send me a beer.
We are.
I'll give you my address. Send me the beer.
You going to join America's team? There it is.
What's wrong with beer, Frank?
Nothing. I'm just,
saying,
bro, it's quarter to 2 in the morning. You know
what, Frank?
I'm talking serious stuff, but I got to have fun, too, a little bit, no?
Frank, there's one thing I got to say.
What?
I used to smoke weed.
Okay, hey, whatever you do, you do. I don't judge you.
A little bit of this,
Live your life.
that.
Live your life.
But Frank, I don't do nothing no more. I don't even take aspirin.
God bless you, my brother. God bless you. That's a
wife
beautiful
straightened
thing.
me out. My wife did that.
Your wife should throw you right out, right?
Oh, she caught me one time when we first got married, and that's what straightened me out.
Hey, Rick, thank you for the call, man.
Frank, don't hate me.
Never. You're my gangster.
I'm your gangster.
Absolutely. That means we're bros.
That means we're bros.
Absolutely.
Would you have a beer with me in a bar, Frank?
Absolutely.
When?
Whenever. Call me next week. Call me next week.
All right, Frank.
Thanks, Rick. Thank you for the call. 800-848-9222. I'm under 15 over here. This time is flying by. You got to join America's team and get a T-shirt. I'm going to try to get everybody on the air, and I'm going to take calls after. Okay? We're going to go to Lee in Long Island. What's poppin', Lee?
Hi, Frank. How are you, sir?
Good, my brother. What's going on?
You are on fire tonight.
I'm trying, my brother.
What is going on with you?
Hey,
usually very demure and quiet. What's
this thing with Russia and Syria?
Yeah.
It's concerning, man.
You're fired up with this.
Yeah, the lies drive me crazy. I'm looking at
Syria. They're full of Shiites.
Right. Exactly. And
full
who's
of Shiites? Get it?
They front. They're an Iranian
I don't
front.
even know if they're Sunni Shiites. I don't even know what they look like. What does a Shiite look differently from a Sunni?
A general understanding. I'm not an Islamic scholar, but a general understanding.
You're pretty good on this stuff.
The Shiites are the secular area, the secular branch of this Islamic, whatever you want to call it. And then you got the Sunni. They are the fundamentalists. So they run their lives on this summary of Islamic jurisprudence, and that's why you got all this ISIS.
They're more the radicals.
Yeah, ISIS-Iran connection. I mean,
they're more radical than the Shiites.
What's that?
You said that like more radical.
Yeah. They're the fundamentalists. So they take this summary of Islamic jurisprudence, like the Zakat Category 7, which says the money that they raised in order to help they garner this money from the Muslims within the mosques, and they form these committees and they send it out to the Category 7, which is Warriors of Allah, and they take this whole thing literally the way it's written. And
the way it's written, like
it's crazy,
like strict.
Yeah,
well,
and
in a way that's good, but sometimes it's not so good.
What do you mean it's good?
They misinterpret it.
It's off the hook wrong.
Well, they misinterpret it. They think they're doing right, but they
who blows up buildings? But how could you
think be taught to kill somebody?
Right, and they got training camps for kids. So this is a whole generational.
And they think they're doing right. We don't. So
you think they think they're doing right? Allah Akbar, blowing buildings up.
Why would they do it? Just to why would they do it?
They're
I think it's that
insane.
God told them to do it.
They're insane. You don't think that's insane?
It is.
You don't think it's perverse?
But that's why I'm saying, why do they do it?
And that's what's even more perverse is Barack Obama, the illegal president, the Muslim from Indonesia, Barry Soetoro, standing in front. It's true. Everybody thinks I'm a whack job. Yeah.
Italian?
He's Indonesia.
Soetoro, Russo, it's like
He stands in front. But check it out.
Don't talk about your cousin like that.
But listen, not this guy. He stands in front of the American people with a straight face. And it says that we're not in war with Islam, and they're killing Americans.
I know.
He wants it. We got a nuke deal with Iran. They're gonna nuke us if we don't make the deal. We're gonna have war.
I know.
They've been sanctioning them all these years. Sanctions don't work. Sanction them. Why do they have to be? Make them a superpower?
They shouldn't give them that $130 billion.
Why give them the $150 billion?
They should give them like $1 billion.
Give them
nothing.
Year.
$1 billion a year, so it'll be 130 years before they get paid off. Okay, a couple of quick questions. So I know you only have.
I got 10 minutes, man. I got to move.
First of all, it's ridiculous. You have to rush like this.
I know it's crazy, but it is what it is right now.
Then you said you might have a 2:30. You might be on at 2:30.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my great question. Thank you for bringing that up. I did my pre-show.
Do we get to hear you on the radio too?
No, I won't be on radio. I'll be doing a live stream. Hopefully, my computer's working right now. It didn't work when I did my live.
Where do we go on to find that?
You go to Frankie. Great. Thank you for this question, bro.
You're
Facebook.
welcome.
You're the best, Lee. Facebook.com/Frankie Russo Show.
Right, I have that on my computer now, so I'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do a live stream. I'm gonna archive it. And
hopefully do that all the time because it's ridiculous to get 1 hour. I mean, come on.
Yeah, so I got that. And I'm
you're
working
the only talk show in the New York area. The live talk show. Everything else is pre-recorded.
Yeah, I love the people. You know.
I know. It's really there's a hunger for that. Anyway, a couple of more short questions.
I gotta go. Okay, quick.
What's your second choice after Trump?
Great question. Mitt Romney. I think he's getting in.
I think you're right, actually.
I think Mitt Romney's getting in.
He's not getting in, but that's...
Yeah, he's getting in. He's our next president.
Sad, I mean...
Mitt Romney's our next president. If Trump doesn't pull it off. Forget Bush.
I know.
Forget this
Okay,
Ted Cruz.
This is show number what?
Number 84, my brother.
Okay, so 16 more shows will be 100.
16 more, yes.
I figure that to be about January 30th. I think maybe we should arrange a celebration.
Thank you so much, man. I would love that.
So we should do that.
Sounds good, Lee.
So how do we get that done?
My email is frusso, FRUSSO 14.
Yes.
At AOL.com.
Okay. Say that again.
F as in Frank.
Yes.
Russo, RUSSO. 14.
14 at AOL.com.
Yeah.
Because I am on it. Okay. So I think that might be a great thing to do.
Absolutely.
To celebrate.
It'd be awesome.
Your talk show. Hopefully we can get you on a few more hours.
Yeah, that'd be fabulous.
I'll let you go, Frank.
God bless you, Lee. Thank you for the call, man.
Take care.
Take care. 800-848-9222. I'm under 10. I'm gonna go to Frank in Westchester. What's poppin', Frankie? You there, Frankie? You might be there.
You're hot tonight, you know.
I'm trying, my brother. I'm trying to wake. We're trying to wake people up onto the situation. You know, I'm sorry. I'm usually, you know, we usually laughing more than serious, but, you know.
that guy Obama was dribbling all day today.
Oh, forget it. What a fraud.
We were talking last week about my son. He got a second internship now with Google.
That's what I'm talking about.
Can you imagine?
That's a beautiful thing. I'm glad to hear something positive about some young people, because after this unfortunate killing of the Christians, the young kids, I can't. It's so sad.
Young fellow, he's 20 years old. He went upstate to compete in USA Skills, where the high school students compete.
Wow, you must be proud of him, man. Wow.
Oh, you have no idea. And he won. He won a gold medal for the school.
Gold medal. Wow.
And they asked him to go to Kansas City to represent New York in a countrywide competition.
Did they write any articles about him? Any local articles? I'd love to see one.
You don't see anything good in this country.
So why don't you? What I'd love for you to do, Frank, is to get in touch with your. He's your son or your nephew?
Yeah, my son.
Your son. Get in touch with your son and have him send me a Facebook post
Yeah,
or
that
a
would be
Twitter,
good.
Frankie Russo 443 on that's my profile page. He could put it right on my profile page. I send it to all the social media, and I'll give him a shout out next week on the show.
Yeah,
I'll take his name. I'll shout it out on all ABC and when I'm on next week.
The internship with Google, the second one now, is paying him $1,450 a week.
Wow.
From Memorial Day to Labor Day.
Wow.
Can you imagine? He's 20 years old. It's his first job ever. Google and Google.
It's amazing. When I was 20, I had my finger up my nose. So what do I know?
Can you imagine? And he wrote a college paper. He wrote a college paper, and he started it off by saying when he was very young, he was talking about when he was 4 years old. He said his father struck gold. And that was because I brought home some obsolete computer equipment. A keyboard with an F key missing, a screen with a permanent dot, and a computer tower with, coffee stains all over it. It was being thrown out.
Unbelievable. Hey, Frank, man, I'm really proud. Please send me I got to move because I got 5 left. So please get me the information. Frankie Russo 443. Have your son put that on my Facebook page, and I'll shout him out on my next show. How's that?
Well, thank you, Frankie.
Thank you, Frankie. God bless you. 800-848-9222. I'm under 5. I got to move. Let's go to Tom in the Bronx, and then I'm going to kick to Alex in New Jersey. What's poppin', Tommy?
Hey, Frankie, how you doing?
Give it to me quick. You're the PLO guy?
No,
okay,
no,
good,
PLO guy. I'm a Sicilian. Not going to be a PLO guy.
God bless you. No, because I got Tommy from the Bronx.
I have a little bit of insight into the Russian culture.
Oh, let me hear what you're thinking.
Well, I'm from dating a Russian girl from Moscow for 10 years.
She must have been hot, huh? Was she hot?
Oh, beautiful. But you know what happens in 10 years? They go from being hot to a babushka.
Yeah,
that
I know,
means
right?
the grandma. All, the ones with the little things on their head.
Yeah, we got we got with the ladies. Once you settle down, you got to, be with the ladies.
But listen to this. You see why we need a Trump? Everybody over there, about 80% of the Russians, love this guy Putin. He's going to be their champion. He's going to bring back the old glory days of the Soviet Union. That's what they want. Right. They're not happy with capitalism. My little girlfriend's been working here for years, and she complains how under capitalism she works like a horse. I says, really? I says, and when was the last time you stood on line 2 hours for a quart of milk? She doesn't like when I say that because I make a reference to the old Soviet days. They had such shortages of products. As soon as the store got a new product in, the word would go around, everyone would run, and they'd line up. But they don't do that here. I says, listen, it's capitalism. You work hard, and you get merit. You don't go by seniority. But we need a guy like Trump because can you see this guy, Jeb Bush, going up against Putin? Putin's a KGB guy. He used to pull out people's fingernails with pliers. They never stop being KGB guys. So how is a Jeb Bush going to knock?
You're right, my brother. You're right.
I mean, they see a guy like Trump.
I agree.
You start with Trump, he finishes it.
He's a tough guy.
He's not a billionaire exactly.
DT's a tough guy.
Tough. Yeah, he's mentally tough.
Absolutely.
And you know what he'll do? He'll hold little Putin by the neck. He knows more about finance. Yes, he's a little squirt. This guy, he's got that Napoleonic complex. Always walking around with his bare chest. Let me tell you, Trump will run circles around him. He's a genius when it comes to finances. And Russia has all the eggs in one basket. Everything is oil. Thank God the barrel dropped down to under $50. It's killing them financially.
Yeah, and it's going to drop more. Listen, Tommy, thank you for the call. I'm under 2.
Take care, Frankie.
God bless.
Bye-bye.
I want to kick to Alex in New Jersey. We'll wind it down. You want to talk to Frankie Russo? Stay on the air. We'll talk.
Yeah, really quick. My Fox Cable has been cut off, and I've been listening to CNN, and they've been talking about this conservative shooter, and it's been pissing me off.
Yeah, you know something? I believe, they're probably suppressing information.
They keep referring to him as conservative.
Right, and then plus he says, what religion are you? And he's killing the Christians. So who does that sound like?
Killing the Christians? Well, what kind of Christian is not a conservative? Right?
I'm telling you, my brother, and quite frankly, another element is he's killing Christians. So what does that sound like? Allah Akbar, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? I mean, we don't have all the data in that, so let's wait and see. Because right now he had a MySpace page,
Exactly.
and they had all these jihadists on his MySpace
our
page.
president goes right in there and makes statements.
Absolutely, Alex, you're 100% right. I'm popping out of here. Thank you for the call. This is the Frankie Russo Show. Stay on the air. We'll talk. You got to join America's team. You can't keep up with this. You can't. No way. I'll see you in the future.
Los Studios, WPLJ HD3, New York. The legendary 77 WABC. New York, a Cumulus station. News now.
East Coast swamped, Oregon shooting families struggle. I'm Bart Necker. While Hurricane Joaquin is weakening, a massive storm system is drenching the mid-Atlantic and the Northeast. Meteorologist Padram